Deep sense of community, the brilliance of legal minds, and fostering a vibrant atmosphere. Thank you. I request our guests to kindly take the seats. So it's been felicitated with Sean. A painting done by a student of our university, and Kamusa, 2 books authored by Honorable Chancellor Sir and former Deputy Chairman of Assam.
With immense pleasure and pride, I welcome you all to the Royal Lex Fiesta. This is the first of its kind in Royal Global University, and we are doing in the year 2023, and I hope every year it will be continued and it will go to many folds higher than what we have planned this year. We welcome you, sir, our Honorable Chief Guest of today's function, and this is definitely a red letter day for the Royal Global University, when such a distinguished judge, former Chief Justice of India, and also a very eminent personality, son of the soil, is with us. So we want your presence here quite often, sir. This is your first visit to Royal Global University. We heartily welcome you. हम तहे दिल से आपका इस सरस्वती माँ के स्थान पर इस्तकबाल करते हैं.
That in academic world, I am associated with higher legal education. Not much, only 48 years till today. But my experience always dictates me that there is something missing in the system of molding our young generation to be responsive and a responsible citizen. I may be wrong, I have a notion in my mind right from the day I have started the Constitution. The Constitution that is interpreted by the Honorable Supreme Court and also a number of occasions by the High Courts, I find that the Constitution provides fundamental rights to the citizens. I have never seen the word individual. So what I feel is that this noble attempt made by this institution will pave the way for realizing that we will have to uplift ourselves from the status of individual to the status of citizens.
Legal luminary of the stature of Justice Ranjan Gogoi has come to the campus. It's a great honor. But it's not only a red letter day for our campus. I will rather say it's a turning point day for personally me or for this institution for a brief 10 minutes meeting with a legal leader, legal luminary like Justice Ranjan Gogoi before he joined you all in my chamber. As Dr. S.P. Singh said that he raised a question, when I asked him, sir, you are asking me the question, then he said, no, the question I am raising for myself. Little later I said, sir, I like to answer your question. My question will not be the best, but it will be reasonably good. The questions were related to the issues that why somebody will come to your institution. Then I had, it was some 5-6 minutes answer. I explained him what good things are there in my institution, in our institution, including world-class infrastructure, top-notch teachers. Students' merit is increasing year by year. But I could not give, as I said, sir, will not be the best. And he told me that unless your curricular structure has to be innovative and different from others, why people should come to you?
First, let me compliment the law students on their choice of their field of study and the institution. I've seen very little of this. I've been promised to be a visit around at the end of the event. It looks like a very good place to study. What I have said is an excellent field of academic work, law. Law gives you many options. It could give you an excellent career in teaching law. You can't have lawyers, you can't have corporates without good law teachers. And universities like Royal Global, Aziz Premji, NLUs all over the country, they encourage young people to come and teach law. Some of you could become corporates, join law firms. Some of you could join companies, become their general counsels, and some of you could go and practice law. Now, I must find a common ground or a common point where after you pass out and join any of these diverse fields, there must be a common point which I must find to address you. That will be my attempt and endeavor. Now, there is a popular saying, and I agree with it. The law takes you backwards. The law takes you into the past. And I don't believe in the past. I have little faith in the present. And I have immense trust in the future, that is you. But law takes you to the past. How? If you strike upon a proposition in law, the first thing you look for is a precedent. Somebody 100 years back thought similarly. You try and find AIR 27 Rangoon or out, one of these high courts, to sustain the point. Why should you? It's a step backward, and at times a giant step backwards. Look at the laws, the primary laws in this country. The Penal Code is of 1860. The Evidence Act is of 1872. The CPC, with amendments, of course, is of 1908. The CRPC, similarly, is a century old. Of course, bills to bring about reforms or changes in these three primary laws is pending before Parliament. Some of it is good, some of it is bad. Mr. Pansari, the issue that you raised about FIRs perhaps is being dealt with in the amendment. There are some positive things in the amendments, but we will not discuss it because it is before Parliament. Let the Parliament discuss it. Now, these are all steps or a journey into the future, to the past, whereas the journey should be to the future. Law moves behind. You should be moving ahead. Now, what moves ahead? Science, technology moves ahead. So we must try and strike a relationship between science, law, and technology.